I'm Luke, and in this video I'm on a mission. I'm hiking 12 kilometers and 1,200 meters of elevation over a mountain pass to get to a lake with rare golden trout. I'm gonna fail to catch one, but that's okay. I hope you enjoy the ride. Here we are at the Owen Creek staging area on a cold and crisp October morning. Heading up those mountains there. Wow, it's October 5th in the Rocky Mountains, and yesterday we got our first real cold snap of the season. And in some parts of the mountains, it's been snowing just a little bit. So as we get higher in elevation, we're probably going to be seeing some of those light dustings. Right now we're actually in the central Rocky Mountains of Alberta. Just a month ago I moved back out here to Alberta from Vancouver Island. So we'll be doing some more mountains, and the weather's gonna be getting a lot colder. Tonight it's forecasted to hit -12. Wow. Well, we're about halfway there. I've done something a little different on this trip. The only food that I've brought with me is this giant bag of rice and some coffee. So we're just doing all rice this one, just for the sake of simplicity, and see how it goes. When the sun comes out on these shoulder season trips, after it snowed like this, it's so hard not to get wet because you get this light little coating of snow on all the trees. And the sun comes out and it melts and you just get this slop coming down on you 24/7 when you're walking through the woods. So my pants are a little wet, my shirt's a little wet, but I brought spares for that reason. Yeah. Whoo! That's strong stuff. Right on. I've got a whole bucket of food. Yeah. This is all we're gonna be eating all today and tomorrow. And I'm just feeling peachy about that. That there in the distance is the mountain pass that we're gonna pop over. Looks like we got some critters up there. Hey, hey. Yeah. They're just feeding same as they would if I weren't here. Really cool. I'll leave them be. Kind of skirt around them a little bit probably. Here are those sheep that I just saw. Well, this is the highest point in our hike. This is what I expect it feels like to be on the moon. Zinger Pass. So this whole trail is actually a subsection of the Great Divide Trail, which means this whole time I've just been walking right along the Alberta-BC border. It's pretty cool. Looks like there's some people over there who got helied in to take some wedding photos. That's pretty cool. I'm just here to catch a little fish. This is definitely the spot. Got our water source right there. Our fishing spot right there. Wow, what a funny little climate up here. Okay. Let's see. I don't know if that was a fish. Hard to believe. A trout just surfaced right there. Let's see what we can do here. There's one. That's a fish on. Oh my God. Oh, he's off. Wow, and he's gone. No. Oh, I had to take off my glove. That was awful. That was pretty cool. All right, well, the lights died down pretty good here. Got my tent all set up behind me. Probably just gonna cook up a little more rice and then hop in the sleeping bag and chill. It is pretty cold, but I've got the gear to take it on. So we'll see how I sleep. Hopefully it'll be nice. Oh, wow. I slept really, really good. I don't know how cold it got, but I was real warm in the sleeping bag. It is late now. It's like 10 p.m., 10 a.m. I think it's about time to get some coffee on the pot and see if we can get some trout. Oh yeah. Yeah, last night, nothing crazy. The sun went down pretty early, so I just popped on my headlamp, boiled up some hot water for a water bottle in my sleeping bag, made a little bit of rice, then came up here to this bear locker that they have up here. Up there on those mountains. Looks like there's some snow falling. Alright, had a strong breakfast, some rice. Now I think it's time to try for some fish. There's about 3 really nice little campsites here. Nothing maintained, but just these awesome flintstones, recreation area kind of things. These are awesome. Well, I can see the trout cruising around in there, and I'm sight fishing them. I'm casting it right over them and dragging it past their face like a foot away, over and over, but none of them seem to want to eat anything right now, or at least what I'm casting. They're beautiful though. They're like green on top and orange on the bottom and all polka dotted. I really want to pull one out. Well, that was some sort of frustrating fishing. I could see the fish. They were right there. My lure was getting right where it needed to be, but I think they just shut down for the season. They just seem too lethargic, and I think it's just the weather, this cold snap. I think it just hit them as soon as I got here, and I think that they don't want to expend the energy chasing bullets. Well, the fishing didn't pan out, but it is absolutely gorgeous out here. Now that is what I call sustenance. Yeah. This is a super fresh burn over here. Probably just a few years. Look at all those baby pines. Got some wild rose hips here. They are edible. I don't know if I like them though. Kind of like eating a candle. They have some serious seeds in them. So if you do want to eat them, my recommendation is kind of split them open like that. Sort of just scoop out all them seeds. And you're left with about 5% of the actual fruit. But that flesh is the stuff that you can eat. It's very neutral. It doesn't taste good. It doesn't taste bad. I think this hike was worth it, even if just for the scenery. Would have been nice to catch a golden trout, but that'll be in the future, I suppose. They were real lazy. They were moving real slow. Mark my words, though. You will watch me catch a golden trout on this YouTube channel. That's a big fucking black bear. Hey, hey! Woo-wee! Holy shit, that's a fat bear. Get away, fatty! That was cool. Oh, he's so thick for winter. Look at him go. That's one of the reasons that every time I'm hiking in bear country, which for me is always, I practice my draw. You know what I'm saying? If that bear would have gotten too close to me. You also can test it out. And that would have got him. Well, that was a pretty awesome trip. We're here back at the car, back at the staging area, and it's just time to rip home and have a nice night in. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.